Oh boy, it's a long night. I'm gonna have better jokes. All right. But first, you will laugh at the very funny Trent Peak.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Interesting. Hi, my name's Trent Peak. Actually, the only difference between Kirsten and I is that Ian Ferguson hasn't seen me naked. So, are you still here? No? Good, excellent. I just want to say, people have actually said that I look like cross between Woody Harrelson and Mr. Clean. The thing is, as I'm getting older, I am not so Woody anymore. And, I'm actually now starting to appreciate a really nice clean floor. So as you smart people can tell, yes, I am bald. And I was that kid that went bald when he was 14 in high school. So I'm going to do my best impression of Liam Neeson from Taken. If I find Vidal Sassoon, I will find him and I will kill him. So what kind of name is Vidal Sassoon anyways? Because it sounds like an STD from an old spaghetti western. So, you know, back in high school, the shock that I had was when I was showering in the, you know, I saw a lot of hair on my hands and I started freaking out because I actually thought, oh my God, the rumors are true. Masturbation does make you grow hair on your hands. You know, kids are dumb. I was. So I went to the doctor and figured, you know what, doc, I got to figure out, you know, is there anything I can do to, you know, stop my hair from growing? So he says, yeah, I've got Rogaine. And I'm like, oh, perfect, Rogaine. This is going to work. I'm going to grow my hair back. And he goes, well, there's a little bit of a side effect. And I said, well, what's the side effect? And he goes, well, it's erectile dysfunction. So I'm like, oh, great. 15-year-old kid who's got erectile dysfunction. That's great. Losing my hair and my libido. So I had to calm myself down, create a song for myself just to ease my pain. It was like my own security blanket. So the song went, you know, when your libido is down and your hair's on the ground, Rogaine. So don't feel bad for me. There has been some upsides for losing my hair. It's actually maybe a better economist because I know what a recession is. Waka waka waka. And also, I've actually found a cure for dandruff. Check out this one, guy. Yeah. So there has been some downsides. I had to actually quit volleyball because people were aiming at my head. And the unfortunate thing is now my ear hair is growing faster than the hair on my head, and I can't get it to do a really nice comb over. So that kind of sucks. Speaking of comb overs, Hugh Hefner found out that he's actually taking naked photos out of Playboy. And for us old guys, that's how we saw our porn in Playboy. So we now actually have had to revert to golf. You may laugh, but golf is fantastic. Anybody, a round of applause, anybody who actually knows what golf is? Yeah, I know. We live in Victoria where I think anybody who actually plays golf breaks a hip on their first swing. So I figured that what it is that, you know, for me now, golf is better than sex. And the reason why golf is better than sex is because you've got some things like, it's the only sport, you know, it's the only thing out there that if you have problems, you can hire a pro to help you. A foursome is encouraged. And plus, when you're on a golf course and you see somebody who's got a really nice swing, you can actually imagine what it's like to play with that person. And also, you know, golf is like starting to turn into a bit of a porn as well, because if you listen to the commentators, they're all talking about, you know, Bob, what's Tiger got over there? Well, other Bob, we've got Tiger. He's got a ball in the bush right now. Ooh, so what has he got over there? Well, he's got that extra stiff shaft in his hand right now, and I think he's able to pull that one out. So despite, you know, I work from home, so I don't get to golf all day. But, you know, the nice thing about working at home is that if I actually have my pants on by 12 o'clock in the afternoon, it's a productive day. Yeah, I know. It's nice and free. And, but my you know, my Christmas party is, you know, it's gonna suck. It's just gonna be me. Drinking alone in front of my computer with my imaginary coworker, Bob, streaking up and down the hallways, photographing his ass on the photocopier. I should say that Bob is an asshole. Doesn't talk to me at all. So the sad thing is I will be drinking root beer at my Christmas party because I've actually had to quit drinking. I've now been 2 years sober, and this is the funny part. Everybody claps when I say that, but when I say, "Oh yeah, I'm 2 years sober from my peyote addiction," nothing. See, there you go. I like that. Because I was gonna say, clap your hands if if you've actually been on peyote, and clap your hands if you actually are on peyote. Because if you are, I'm talking to you afterwards. So the nice thing about peyote is that everybody looks like Oompa Loompas to me, and I love it. Like little kids running around, dancing and singing. They're oompa doompa doopity doo. Love those little kids. So all of a sudden, every time I see a little kid running around, then I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna start dancing with these little kids. Problem is, I got kicked out of Chuck E. Cheese for doing that way too much, too many times. So yeah, I know, peyote's a bitch, but did you know, speaking of Chuck E. Cheese, that Chuck E. Cheese was founded by a guy 100 years ago, that he was charging kids a nickel for chucking a cheese over the side of the highway? I don't know, fun fact. That's what happens when you're on peyote. Yeah. We'll talk later. So seriously though, I've had I had a tough time drinking. The reason why I had a tough time quitting drinking was because I was really good at it. And the difference is now is that there has been a lifestyle change, which kind of sucks because those wings at 3 in the morning, those are the most fantastic wings on the planet when you're drunk. And that song, Don't Stop Believing, is the greatest song on the planet. And the sad thing is now when you're sober, you start realizing, okay, those wings, was it made from a chicken or a chicken substitute? Or now, Don't Stop Believing is the most irritating song to my ears now, and it's actually replaced Shiny Happy People as the song that I hate the most. I'll give you my version of Shiny Happy People, okay? So, shiny Happy People folding pants. That's what Management at the Gap made me sing. Explains why I started drinking. So, yeah, it is, the only sad thing is now being a sober person and, I look at people drinking. And I want to make you guys all feel guilt and shame for drinking. I'm not drinking. I feel like I feel like a priest now because I always want to make you guys feel guilt and shame. But then, every time I felt guilt and shame from the priest, it wasn't guilt and shame. So I'm planning my Christmas party right now. I'm gonna, get things going. I'm gonna actually not invite my asshole coworker Bob because he is an asshole. He doesn't talk to me at all. So what I'm thinking about doing is I'm actually gonna go to a place that's got music, some video games, and a ball pit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ask that lady over there if she's got some peyote because I'm going to Chuck E. Cheese after this. Thank you very much.